What is going on, guys? It's your boy Guns here, and today's been a video that I've been wanting to make for you guys for a while. All right, I know that you guys saw the thumbnail, maybe even the title, when it goes from being a noob to a pro. And let me tell you guys, some of the things that I'm going to talk about today, even top kingdoms from Echo all the way down to maybe like top 10 or top 12 are doing these mistakes. So that's why I want to go with these tips for you guys. So essentially, I think I'm gonna stick to the one, which is account optimization. Okay, and let's go ahead and switch over here. I'm gonna use my free to play account as an example. Okay, I'm gonna use a free to play account. As you can see here, when we go to accounts, there's my main account and here's my free to play account. Okay, so it's all legit. Okay, I got the free to play emblem right here, the Lilia. Okay, so my main account is 152 million power. It's probably like 150 now that I'm at few infantry have died. But the main thing I want to talk about, guys, is you need to establish what you are going to main. Okay, so this is essentially like a beginner guide too, all in one. So right in the beginning, guys, you want to decide whether you want to be a mage main, archer main, tank main, or cavalry. One of those four. Okay, once you decide which one of those four you want to be, that's going to determine what faction you are going to be. Okay, so for Spring Warden, like there's different thoughts. This is just my opinion, right? If you're going mage, 100% League of Order. If you're going full archer, if you're going full archer, I would say between Wildeburg and Spring Warden. The thing about Spring Warden is that they have the march speed. Okay, so you're able to get in and out quick, because sometimes you got to get in pretty close to the front lines with archers, so that additional march speed helps out. And then the elixir production also helps. But then the Wildeburg faction has the increased 5% damage on their archers and the physical attack increase just from the faction itself. So it depends on which way that you want to go. If you want to do more damage, you kind of go with more Wildeburg. If you want more elixir production / like survivability because of the march speed, then you go Spring Wardens. And then over here for League of Order, there's some players that, I mean, even some archer mains go for this. If you're looking to have a little bit more variety, you can still go with this. But I wouldn't dwell too much on the factions as far as like what you main. But for mages, for sure, League of Order. For cabs, is the same thing, man. So Spring Wardens have all the different advantages that they can have, right? You can use the Forest Eagles to just fly around and be free and pick off enemies, which is huge. If you have the right heroes, then you got your Elk Riders that have a lot of versatility. You can kill a lot of nodes that have full tanks in them. So it really just depends, man. You really got to look at it. You got to really decide what your style is. You can let me know down in the comment section below which one you would be. Okay, so now the next thing is, okay, Guns, what if I want to main mages, archers, and tanks? What if I want to be a main everything? How realistic is that? So my advice that I give for that, guys, that all depends on your spend levels. Okay, if you're low spend, what I consider low spend, which is anything under like maybe $150 or $100 and under, you are a low spend account. You need to just focus on one unit type. One. I promise you, if you try focusing on so many different things, like, oh my god, Guns is talking about cavalry, now he's talking about the new infantry that are hopefully are Gorsh Gogo 2.0, right? Or the new archers are crazy, the new mages are crazy. You're just bouncing all over the place, bro. The amount of players that I talk to that still struggle with this, like they're investing in this pet and now that pet and this other pet, and their accounts are just mediocre across the board at best, right? They can't even keep their freaking marches filled because of that. So if you're low spend, I would say one faction. If you're mid spend, I could say sorry, not one faction. You can do one troop type. If you're mid spend, which is like the $300 to $500 range, you could probably main two. I would recommend you guys to not go mage and archer, okay? Because that's two range unit types that there's just not good synergy between them, right? Because when you have the archers out, there's times that you have the mages. You have the mages, you can bring out the archers. However, you can be in a situation where your team needs more tanks, so now you can be a mage and a tank, or you can be mage and a mage and cav, or archer tank, archer cav. That synergy works really well when it comes to deciding which one you go for. So that is crucial, guys, that you guys remain focused on your goal, okay? And down the road, maybe you start off as a low spend and you're like, you know what, I'm really enjoying calves. Like, I'm a mage or archer main and I'm really enjoying calves. I really want to start investing into calves. So now, boom, then you go straight, then you can, you up your level of spending, and now you can provide for both of them. Okay. With that being said, you want to make sure that you prioritize your troop training. For example, this free to play account is an archer main account. That's why you guys see I have almost 1.4 million spearmen on this account here, because it specializes on archers. Can I bring out the satire witches one round? Sure. Can I bring the wolf riders out one round? Sure. Same thing for the axemen, right? The wyvern riders I traded during the anniversary event of arms exchange, where you're able to change one troop type for another. So I changed the wyvern riders for the spearmen, because spearmen are just a lot better. But this is a very important thing. There's a lot of, as you guys can imagine, I do a lot of account reviews, and there's so many people that are like, Guns, I'm a mage main, I need help, I need to take 3, 4, 5 marches out, and then they send me a screenshot for my members, of course, because they're the ones I do full optimizations for, and they're the ones that I do the optimizations for, and I'm like, wait, you're a mage main, but you have 700k of each across the board. Like, hello? Like, brother, you need to focus up. The reason why that's a problem is because if you're a mage main, what does it matter if you can bring out 2 tanks, 2 calves, or two archers? You need to focus up. For example, instead of having 600,000 axemen, spearmen, satire witches, wolf rider, wyvern riders, right? Or sorry, 500,000 of each. You could be where I'm at, where you have 1.4 million. So just fully maximizing on your investment. Okay, so making sure anytime you have troops, or anytime you have an event where you need to speed up some troops, make sure you're focusing on what gives you the most bang for your buck. Okay, the next thing that I want to touch on is your heroes. Okay, so for this account, being an archer main, I mean, come on now, you gotta go Max A, right? I mean, even some mages are still going. Even some mage mains, I would still recommend to go Mag A. So you can see here my Magret. This is a free-to-play account again, by the way, guys. I just wanted to show you guys at this level. At the same time, kind of showing you guys my progression, even as a free-to-play player and what's possible. So my Magret, 6-star 555 Magret. The amount of players that are like, Guns, give me a recommendation. I can't do bag because I'm free-to-play. Well, that excuse is BS. I've debunked it. Just because you're free-to-play doesn't mean you can't have a Magret. The way that you get an SLE hero is I recommend you buy the Destiny wheel or the Destiny tickets, even the 50% off, save them up, okay? Save them up until you have about 100 of them. And then at that point, then you go ahead and do the Destiny wheel and unlock the heroes that you need. So it is still very possible to do it. You just need to plan accordingly. So anyways, you can see here I went with Mag. And then Zeta. Now I'm working on, so my Mag is 511, or sorry, 5551, 6-starred. It took me almost an entire year of getting the stars, okay? Almost an entire year of getting the stars, but I planned accordingly and made sure I use my stars for the hero that's giving me bang for my buck, okay? And then secondly, now we're focusing on Zeta. She's at 5342. She's 5-starred now. And any other stars that I get are gonna end up going to her. Actually, right now I'm getting my Kanara up to 5. But anyways, you can see that there. And then the other one I have is my Nico. He's at 5123, and I run him with Gwanwyn. So you need to make sure that you're upgrading the troops that you need. For example, if you're an archer main, you can't be like, oh, now I got this new cav, now I have this new mage, blah, 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 blah. They're just all over the place. Like, guys, we need to focus on our investments. And yes, let me turn my camera on. Yes, I'm talking to you, guy. The guy that calls himself an archer main, but has more troops of this and more heroes of this, artifacts from freaking A through Z. You have no specific focus, right? No one even comes to you because you're not specialized in anything. You're just average everywhere. If you're okay with being average, then this video is not for you. This video is for those of you guys that want to specialize and become really good at what you do, right? So for example, for me, is mainly mages. That is my bread and butter. So that's what I focus on. But anyways, that's besides the point. You need to make sure that you focus on the heroes needed for your troop type. Okay. The next one is artifacts. I'm a free to play player here, so I have like no artifacts. But for example, for me, if I was going archer, I'm not gonna go off and spend 185 for one copy of this, 185 for a copy of this, 185 for a copy of this. The amount of players that I know do that and don't even end up using those artifacts, and now you just have wasted resources, excuse me, for what could have gone to your main source. So you need to make sure that you're getting the artifacts specifically for what you need. No one level of this or one level of that. Focus on what brings your account the most optimization. I promise you guys, there is no point in getting a cracked out pet and a cracked out artifact for a specific pairing that you only take out for one round. Like, come on, guys. Like, start thinking about that. Start thinking about, is it kind of nice? Yeah, sure. For one wave, brother. Come on, man. Okay, so the next one is the pets. The pet that I'm about to show you guys. Like I said, guys, this is a free-to-play account. Lilia banner and everything, right? There's no sugarcoating this. There's no hiding it. Some people are like, oh, Guns, well, you have a 3-star this because, oh, you spend money and blah, 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 blah. Check out my Shadow Manticore. What's the excuse now, guys? I'm waiting in the comment section. Same thing here. The pets are probably the worst mistake most of you guys are making. You have a 2-star this, 2-star that. Oh, I need to get a 2-star for this March that I only bring out for maybe one wave the entire KVK, but I need to get a 2-star on it. No, you don't. No, you don't. Like, you guys see me so passionate about this because, and I need to make sure that I keep putting out content like this to you kind of keep you guys in line and focused on what you need to be focused on, because the amount of players that claim to be so-called gurus of the game, their investments are just all over the place, and they don't specialize in anything. They're just like average across the board. That's like the main thing that I'm trying to tell you guys. But for me here, especially with a free-to-play account, it took me, and I've been in a free-to-play alliance that has only won one season for the past like a year and like 3 or 4 months that I've been here on this account, right? And it took me forever to get these eggs. Finally, we got our EOS skill. We got a 3-star Shadow Manticore. We're slowly but surely working all these ones. Eventually, I'll get an advanced Chain Strike here once I get more eggs, and so on. Okay? We need to, and I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but we need to stop investing into things that you're only bringing out for like 1 or 2 waves. You got to tell yourself, okay, I bring out my Gorish Skogul a lot. Okay, let me make sure I got a good pet for that guy. I'm always bringing that March out. So essentially, a rule of thumb is, which marches am I using the most? Those are the ones I need to focus my money on. Okay, my money, my time, everything on there. Okay, so those are some of the main things, the main tips that I have for you guys as far as account optimization, which is make sure you're using your speed ups for your troops, you're investing in the correct heroes, you're investing in the correct artifacts, and your pets. Those are like the main key points that I want to touch with you guys, and I want to put this video to help you guys like refocus and be good at what you're doing, because even for me at this 40 million power, I'll do better than some other people that aren't like fully specialized. Hold on, let me go ahead and switch to my other archer account. That way you guys also get an idea of what I'm talking about there. But yeah, guys, this is a real pressing issue, because you'll have players that are 180 million power. I kid you guys not. And they're not doing as good as the guy that's like 120 million power, but he's 120 million power but has like 4 mil mages, compared to the 180 million power player that has investments all over the place, that has like 1.5 or 2 of each, but they don't have the right artifacts and pets. or combinations to make those work, right? So here we are with my Archer main account. This account is not free to play. Obviously, it's 98 million power now, but it has been. I just bought the battle pass, but same thing here, just to show you guys what I'm talking about of account optimization. Kind of, this is an Archer main account, right? So we got the. I mean, there's a few other things that are awake in here, but you know, we got our Nico, we got our Syndreon, Kanara, we got our Mag, Zeta, right? We're now working on our Fogrum. Same thing here. You can see for the pets, right? I got another 3-star Shadow Manticore over here. So it's very possible, guys. It's very possible to do it. So make sure that, you know, anytime you guys save this video, man, save this video and you're like, man, I need to lock in. I'm doing what Guns told me not to do. I'm starting to dabble this, dabble that, dabble here. And guess what, guys? It's okay to do that if your budget allows it. Okay? Or at the end of the day, you can just ignore everything I'm saying and just keep going on and being mediocre if that's okay with you too. Just because you're having fun. At the end of the day, that's what it's about, is having fun, right? So, but yeah, guys, I hope that you guys found this guide very useful to you guys to kind of help you guys, you know, get refocused up, man, with so many things floating around us now. You know, we got SVIP, we got this and that. Like, it's very easy to get distracted with when new toys come around. You know, you would think at this point, we're just like grown babies. You know what I mean? Like, you see a new toy, like, oh my God, I want to play with that new toy, Mom. No, Jimmy, you already have a toy, a perfectly good working toy, actually. Like, what are you doing? You guys get the point. I digress, guys. But anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys drop a like on this video. Definitely helps me out a ton. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, hit that sub button, turn on the bell notification, lets you guys know when I go live or drop a new video, guys. Until next time, it's your boy Guns, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.